Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mock Draft 4.0 here at Toilets and Titles. We're doing the 2022 NFL Mock Draft. This is 4.0, where tonight we're going to be doing the first 4 rounds of the NFL Draft. That's actually starting Thursday, April 28th. So I love this time of the year, but I think I, like two other people who are joining us on the show right now, are just eager for the draft to start. And I'm going to start introductions real quick. We're going to start off with John Oakes, who's never been on the show here. He's a first timer. Really happy to have him here. He's friends with he's friends with John Sheps, Coach Sheps, and he goes on Instagram by at the Mighty Oak 77. John, how's it going, my friend?
It's going great, man. We I've John and I work for we have similar interests. We work for a travel agency. So we just started a podcast last week, which is great. We've had good response to it. It's Universe of Magic podcast. We're almost on all platforms. We're getting there, but yeah, it's a pretty interesting thing. And he knows I like the Steelers. I live in Bills country. So that's pretty much it. We were talking like pre-show about like, just listen, I love the people of Buffalo. I love that they just have a whiff of success and they're like, oh, we want to jump through tables and wait 13 seconds. And
you know what? When you haven't been good for a long time, I get it. When you haven't, I'll tell you, Bills Mafia fans have been coming out all over the woodwork. I live here in northeastern New Jersey. Bills Bills Mafia fans all over the place, and they'll let you know about it too. So, I got to say, I'm happy for them. They have their success. They have an exciting young quarterback who's the talk of the league, and so I'm happy for them. But you know what, Steelers, I have full faith in the Steelers. I think everyone I know has full faith in Mike Tomlin. We're all Tomlin fans and believers in the front office. You're just moving on from the Roethlisberger era, and I think. And listen, their future success now rests on your shoulders, John, because this draft is going to decide it all.
And when we get to pick 20, and we'll talk about it. Like I was, for show prep and stuff like that, I was looking at mock drafts, and we were talking about it. Like one of the picks that falls to us with the McShay mock draft as of yesterday was Malik Willis.
Yeah, and
I'm like, what?
That would be amazing.
To see, that would be amazing. And hey, we got Trubisky for a couple of years, and honestly, I didn't hate the pickup. You have all these hot take answers like, oh, we want Russell Wilson, and it wasn't going to happen. I mean, the Steelers had an uncharacteristic amount of salary cap this year. I think they did all right. I'm interested to see how this year goes. And I tell all my friends who are Bills fans, I acknowledge the lean years are coming because, we knew we had a rookie quarterback coming. And honestly, I think it'll be one of those things where it'll be interesting. Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season. Come pretty damn close, but we'll see how it goes. So,
He's a great coach. Like I said, so many people outside of Pittsburgh country are real fans of Mike Tomlin. We all think he's really good. You have a good front office. It's going to happen. You had a great run for a long time. Just hope and pray that the dry season doesn't last as long as the Giants did. Has so far.
Or the Bills even. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about Mike Tomlin, and it comes to a point where it's kind of the culture changed from when he started to Antonio Brown just turned that locker room and turned the culture south. And I have concrete proof of that.
Yeah.
There was a Instagram video, and I used to watch it. I used to engage in it, of him in what was it? I think it was in New England after a wild card win, and they got roasted the next week. And it's just he allowed things to happen, and it's okay, he needs to be reined in a little bit, or he needs to feel a little bit of the fire because he's blown some great teams.
I know what you're saying. I remember with Coughlin. Coughlin was a well-known hardliner, and near the end there, he was someone who kind of there was stuff that went on with OBJ in the beginning when he was first there that you would have thought in previous seasons Tom Coughlin would have you had a good long sidebar conversation with him, which apparently never happened, which is surprising to them. So I don't know. We'll see. You know, Steelers are just a well-run organization. Giants fans, we've been clamoring for people from that front office for a long time. We're happy with the changes we made, but anyway. But I'm glad you're here drafting for your team that you love. I got a lot of respect for Pittsburgh. We're going to move on to @Nate_Dirt19, otherwise known as Mr. Dirt. How are you, good sir? Rocking the mustache. And I don't care what Mrs. Dirt19 says. I love that mustache.
I like the mustache.
Thank you. Yeah, doing well. I finished up some stuff for my apprenticeship earlier today.
Nice.
So got a few months left, and we're in the home stretch, and it's pretty fun. So I'm ready to go home, though, and stay home. Like I said, been here for 3
hear
weeks.
You, man. There's nothing like home, man. There's nothing like home. And spring's coming. I know you like to be outside working on the lawn like I do. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Same here, man. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, let's get to drafting. That's what we're here for. That's why we've got millions of viewers watching right now, and they're waiting to see what great picks we got here. So, all right, let me do the share screen over here. Boom. Okay, let me set this up again. Giants. So we're picking for the Giants, the Packers, the Steelers. The rest of it's going to be auto draft. I'm just telling the audience. So we're picking for the Giants, the Packers, the Steelers this time. We're doing 4 rounds. The rest of it's going to be auto draft. We are allowing trades. Unfortunately, I cannot initiate trades up. We can only accept trades back, or we can initiate trades back, and that's pretty much it. But we'll let it flow. We're going to offer our take on some of the picks, maybe not just our picks, but some of the picks that we see, commentary on how things develop with this mock draft. So, guys, we're all set here?
We're good.
All right, Steelers, Giants, Packers. Make sure I didn't mess it up. 4 rounds, normal speed. Let's draft. Personally, I think Malik Willis is going top 3. I think if the Lions or Houston don't take him, I think someone's trading up to one of those spots to get him. Or maybe trading up with the Jets. Or maybe even the Giants. All right, so Giants are on the clock. I'm being offered can you see the screen okay, guys? Like the players that are available?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Giants definitely need offensive line. They need everything, but offensive line's number 1. Edge, quarterback help. And I had in our very first mock draft, actually took Malik Willis for the Giants just to shake things up, but I also thought it was a possibility that they would do it anyway. I'm not going to do it again. But you know what? We got Neal, Ekwonu, Gardner, Cross. All right, so Trayvon, listen, oh man, all right. This is like, I've seen this a few times now with some mock drafts. Hutchinson, Thibodeau, Walker going in the first 3 picks, the top 3 edges off the draft. I like that. I don't like that from my Giants because I want one of those guys to choose from, but I like it. You know what? I am going to accept actually this pick. Oh, I really wanted Ekwonu. There goes Willis going to Carolina like he normally does. Now I've got this offer over here. You know what? I'm gonna take some picks. I'm gonna accept it.
Yeah, you got all kinds of picks.
The Bills are offering you like a ridiculous amount of draft.
Yeah, I know.
That's
and
insane.
you know what, guys? Here's the thing.
It's like their whole draft class.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm not going to accept this pick because it makes no sense. They're not trading up all these picks for a quarterback. They have a quarterback. And I don't think they're going to trade up for like Jermaine Johnson or Charles Cross. I don't think they're going to do that. So I'm going to reject it. I just don't think it's realistic. I'll take my pick here with Evan Neal. Get myself a right tackle.
Garrett Wilson, first receiver.
Again, first receiver pretty consistently here.
Derek Stingley, 13th. I feel like he's been moving up. So
did he go? Oh, Derek, I'm sorry.
13th to the
right ahead of
Texans.
me, right? Rejecting that. I can't see Kansas City moving up. Well, they do need a wide receiver, but there's going to be wide receivers ahead of them.
I mean, they got Juju.
So they need a wide receiver.
Oh yeah, they do.
Nothing against Juju, but he's not a number.
No. It's.
I know. Tongue in cheek.
Oh no, I know. He's just.
Yeah. Pittsburgh will get another receiver. They'll replace Juju.
I'm not really worried about replacing Juju.
I hear you.
Receivers for Pittsburgh are a dime a dozen. Like I don't know. It's just
they'll be fine. strengthen that defense and offensive line, you guys, and get a quarterback. You'll be fine. So they're offering 2 first-round picks. I don't think that's realistic where they're going to be moving up to get a wide receiver. I can't see them. Again, they're not. They wouldn't do that for. They would do that for a quarterback. They don't need it. So I'm going to reject. I just don't think it's realistic. Giants. I'm not taking. Karlaftis is not a fit for their defense. I wouldn't mind doubling down on offensive line. Let's see. No, someone else. I'm not going to take cornerback here. Plenty of cornerbacks that I love, but you know what? Tell you what, I'm going to take Tyler Linderbaum at center for the Giants.
That's a good pick.
It was actually a mistake. I meant to take Trevor Penning. I was going to double down on tackle and move Penning to guard.
I will promptly reject that one.
Okay, reject that. And you got another one too. So Washington's offering this. You get a future first, and they get the Colts are offering a future first as well. Want me to reject both? You got
reject both.
Okay.
Yep.
And here you go. Here's the big board. I can also toggle by position if you want.
You know, let's see what's the offense. Go ahead and tell me what's available as far as like big board, or because they need a defensive tackle, so it's either going to be Pickett or they're good at guard.
Was it Corral?
Yeah.
Sam Howell, Desmond Ridder. People are forgetting about Sam Howell. I mean, I understand why.
A lot of drafts I looked at had them picking Desmond Ridder, which honestly I'm not a big fan of all. Small school. Granted, Ben, bless your heart, you came from a small school, but honestly, I like.
You like the competition. You like to see him up against.
I like the competition and like what Kenny Pickett did, especially against like big time schools. You know what? Mm-hmm. What do they have as far as defensive tackle?
Yeah, they have some damn good ones in this draft. They look like they're mocked further back. Perry and Winfrey, Devontae Wyatt. I say look, and DeMarvin Leal in this on PFN, which is what we're doing the draft on.
Yeah,
they've dropped DeMarvin Leal quite a bit to 46, and it's probably not just that. He's probably dropped in the eyes of scouts, I guess. But I'd be surprised if he lasted to the middle of the second round. I do think he's like worthy of being drafted somewhere in the first round. I wouldn't be shocked if Devontae Wyatt goes somewhere in the first round as well.
There were a couple mocks. Let me see if I can reference.
Yeah, go ahead. Hold on. You also have, if you're looking for edge, Ajabo's out there, but he's got the big time injury.
Yeah, they had
linebacker. I know you guys like your linebackers. You got Lloyd.
And there goes my iPad. Honestly, and it's funny. I looked at a story on ESPN that had Kenny Pickett had his they measured his hands and they're up like an eighth of an inch. It's just ridiculous. So I'm gonna go. I'll go Pickett. I'll go the feel good.
Go
Pittsburgh. Yeah, we'll go Pittsburgh.
I like it.
Honestly, I really think if they give him the right tools and protect him, I think he has the potential of. He'll be sitting behind Trubisky for a couple of years, and that should be good.
You know what? Hey, Nate, I see Chris's videos out there. I'm sorry, John. Hang on one second. You want Kenny Pickett?
You're good.
Yep. Chris's videos can join the stream. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Chris, if you want to, thing is that we started. Oh, let's see. You know what? Let's get him in. You want to send him the link, Nate?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you add teams or no?
I don't think I can add teams. Hang on one second. Let me get.
No. Yeah.
We can always start over.
I don't mind.
All right. Let's start. We'll start over. Yep. Okay, so we're going to get that young man. We're going to get Chris's videos.
I just sent you the email's in the chat. Send me an email, and then when I get it, I'll send you the link.
Okay, so I did get you Penny Pickett. So while we're waiting for Chris's videos to join us, Chris's videos is probably our number one fan. He's a huge Chicago Bears fan. and he did really, really well. He's very young. He's a kid. He did very, very well with Chicago Bears for Chicago Bears, and he gave really good explanations why too. But listen, Nate, you're on the clock. You want to make a pick while we're waiting for Chris's videos?
Just go to
wide receiver.
Just go to all right now, real quick.
Okay, I'll reject, and reject.
Yeah,
you got it. So you still got your man Drake London out there.
Yeah, I think that
Olave went to the Eagles. All right, look at that. I'm glad to see Olave get some love.
He went to the Falcons.
I'm sorry, he went to the other Dirty Bird. Okay.
Almost went right in front of him. Yeah, I'll take Drake London there. That's pretty obvious for me. I think he's probably my wide. I don't know if he's my wide receiver 1 or 2 in the class. I love Drake London, and I just think I think he'll succeed with Aaron. So.
Oh yeah, I think he's wide receiver good enough. So if you got him, like if other people do take Jameson Williams or who's injured anyway, Olave, you get London, you got to be happy.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we'll just let it roll while we're waiting for Chris. Green Bay's up again. Want me to reject?
Yep, go ahead.
Perry and Winfrey to the Bills. That's an interesting
interesting
pick. Listen, I'm of the opinion that they desperately need a running back because Moss and Singletary are not cutting it.
I agree.
And
they need a real starting running back.
Yeah, like what they have is not working. So,
Nate, would you be interested in trading back a few to get the 69th pick as well?
Probably not. I mean, maybe, but I kind of want. I'm kind of looking for a lineman, but
yeah, I guess I could close it for. I could just. It's still available.
Just take
if you
it.
Want it.
Go ahead and take it.
Oh, you want the trade, or do you want? Do you want a lineman?
No, let's take it.
Accept it. And when we get Chris's videos in here, I'll speed up the picks. Okay, Green Bay, you're up.
There you go. I just sent that link to you, Chris, if you're listening there.
Okay, cool. All right, Chris, we're going to get you set up. We're going to restart this when you're on.
He should be jumping in shortly. So, well, hey, it worked out. He's still there. So I mean, I'd rather have a tackle, but I don't. Zion Johnson, he is a guard, and I think
he's a good one. And it looks like he'll be able to probably play center as well. They had him take snaps for the first time at center down at the combine, and apparently scouts were really impressed with him. So just throwing that out there. Flexibility.
Yeah, I just, like I said, we need some help on the line a little bit. Not that it's bad, but we definitely could use it. So yeah, Zion Johnson would be the pick there for me.
All right, let's do it there. I love Zion Johnson.
What up, Coach?
Hey, Coach.
Johnny.
Let's see. I might take that. Let's see.
Man, what a wicked mess the Browns are in now with the new Deshaun Watson allegations.
Oh, there's new ones?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. So, hold on.
I'll accept this trade back with the Bears. Johnny says he's just here for Chris's videos. You got Chris's videos. We have at Coach Chefs waiting for your picks, buddy. We're going to get you on. Let's see.
So apparently 18 massage therapists came out against Deshaun Watson. I don't know if that's new or...
Oh, 18 more on top of the 22?
Oh yeah.
Holy cow. You know what? I'm going to go with the 39.
Good job, Cleveland.
Jeez. I'm going to take a Jabo. He'll sit on the bench for a year, but he's got a lot of upside. We got Chris's videos here, so we're going to restart this draft. Boom.
There we go.
Chris, how are you, my friend? Oh, do I have to? No,
good.
All right, buddy. All right, we got some. We're gonna restart the draft.
I like that Raleigh Fingers reference there, Chris. That's solid. Nice work, buddy.
He knows his stuff. This young man. All right, guys. So let's redo restart. All right, guys. So it's gonna be Chris, my friend. It's gonna be 4 rounds tonight. I'm picking for the Giants. Nate's picking for the Packers. John Oakes, our new guest here, is picking for Pittsburgh. And Chris, I assume you'll be picking for your Chicago Bears?
Could I also do the Chiefs as well?
You got it, my friend. Okay, do the Chiefs as well. So Giants, Packers, Bears. So we got two AFC teams. That's cool. The Chiefs and the Steelers. All right, guys. So Giants, Packers, Steelers, Bears, Chiefs, all ready to go. Everyone's all set? Here we go. Let's start it over. All right. All right, let's draft. I'll do normal speed after all, just so we can see the players come off the board. All right, Malik Willis, Detroit Lions.
Malik Willis is Detroit.
I think that's realistic.
Again.
I like it. Let's see.
Again, Buffalo giving the house away. Like,
you know what? I can't pass on Thibodeau here. And it's funny, Trayvon Walker is consistently going in the top 4 in the mocks that I keep saying now. He's really screaming up the boards. You know what? I can't pass on Thibodeau here. As much as I want to trade back, it's too hard to
Lions
get
moving on
edge.
from Jared Goff. Good idea.
And listen, it's perfect opportunity. You know what? He gives you a year to groom Malik Willis. Trade offers. You know what? Buffalo's really trading up this, offering this much. They wouldn't be offering this. That's not realistic.
There's no way.
There's no
Brandon
reason.
Beane's like,
it looks like you get a good safety right now.
It's just not realistic. So, Jermaine Johnson was there. I could have waited, but I think Thibodeau's a good fit for the Giants. All right, so let me get myself my offensive lineman, Charles Cross.
There goes Kyle Hamilton. And Stingley, even higher, 10 this time.
Corrallin. Wow.
Deservedly so.
Okay.
Gosh darn it, Saints taking my guy.
They knew. They've been watching the show. They knew that they didn't take him now. If they don't strike
trade
now,
up. Tell this. Hey, Steve, trade with me.
All right, we'll go next. Holy no.
Yeah,
I'll trade you.
Here.
Yeah, no, that's reject.
Yeah,
all right.
they're taking into the second round.
All right.
Kenny
Garrett Wilson, still Linderbaum's available. All right, I'll take Captain Small Hands, Kenny Pickett. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Hey, he doesn't even have to move. He's in Pittsburgh already.
Yep.
Hey, Green Bay, you're up.
I wish I could have traded their Mr. Mighty Oak. I would have definitely given you this pick and some other stuff.
Yeah.
If Garrett Wilson's right there and they don't trade up, I don't want this. I'm not doing that one.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, it's a horrible trade.
I'm good with Chris Olave, so yeah, just give me him.
And you got Treylon Burks too.
I still am all about Chris Olave there. I mean, he's still like in the return game, and yeah,
I like Olave myself. I really do. All right, so Nate, you're coming up again, buddy.
Again, the Bills drafted defense.
I think that's smart.
I reject the 49ers all-time last stream.
Oh, Chris doesn't like
that same thing again.
He doesn't like it when they offer trades. I assume we're rejecting this as well, Nate.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So all right, you still got Treylon Burks. I know you've been trying to double down and triple down on wide receiver in your draft.
This time I think it's working out like that. Like I said, Kenyon Green's there, but if Treylon Burks is there, I think that's dumb to try to get another lineman and just wait for one later. So yeah, that's pretty clear for me. That's a pretty good first round having Chris Olave and Treylon Burks.
Or you want Burks?
Treylon Burks.
All right, man. You
can
get a good guard in the second round, Nate. I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Chris's videos. You're on the clock for Kansas City. I assume we'll reject this, or what do you think? Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And remember, Kansas City's got back-to-back firsts. You want to reject it?
Yeah, I'll reject it.
Okay. We got Buffalo looking to move up.
I'll reject them as well.
This as well?
I'll just reject all of them.
You got it. All right, man. You're on the clock for Kansas City. Who needs wide receiver help after trading Hill to the Dolphins? Let's see who's out there.
I see the wide receivers available.
You know what? What I like to see here, this is what I think. Wide receivers are going to be flying off the board early and often in this draft.
Yep.
Given how crazy the offseason's been in terms of the trades and the contracts. So you got Jahan Dotson still out there. He's good. Christian Watson. And these are guys like Watson's not projected to be a first-round pick, but man, he could be a heck of a sleeper there.
Same as Jahan Dotson.
Remember, you have back-to-back picks as well for the Chiefs, Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jahan Dotson.
Jahan Dotson. All right.
Good
I love Jahan Dotson. That guy catches everything. He's not huge. He's not a big body like Drake London, but he catches everything. Okay,
I
Chris.
seriously question the validity of that trade because I don't think that's a good trade with Casey.
I know. I'll reject it, Chris. I think it looks like nonsense. Don't. Okay, so you're on the clock
Yeah.
again. Let's see what we got over here.
Can I see the team needs
Good question.
for Kansas City?
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm sorry. Team needs. Chiefs. I always have a hard time finding this. If you guys can tell
Safety,
me what
wide
the Chiefs-
receiver, edge, cornerback, tight end.
I can blow up the screen too. Hang on a second. Can you see that, Chris?
Yeah, I can.
Oh yeah, so he's right. Safety, wide receiver, edge, cornerback, tight end. I'll come back over here. I can go back to that if you want. I don't think there aren't any, in my opinion, there aren't any first round tight ends in this draft.
No, not a chance. I mean,
Yeah.
There's no way.
It's really lean on tight ends this year.
Edge, cornerback. Oh well, there's some good cornerbacks available.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
not gonna go tight end at all.
You got Kyrie Elam is available.
Yeah.
Let's see. Safety.
I wanna
You got
draft
some
a
good
safety.
safeties. You want a safety? You got some good ones out there.
Yeah, I want Lewis.
Sign.
Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis Sign.
Lewis.
Where's Lewis Sign?
Yeah.
That's the one. That's a good one. Sign.
Tomato, tomato.
You say
Whatever.
Sign. I say Sign. Lewis Sign it is. I like it, man. I like it.
And honestly, like any good choice because honestly, like any like Penn State like defensive player just doesn't translate well into the NFL. So
Let's see. Yeah, he's a Lewis Sign is. He's a heck of a talent. I like him.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take this pick. See, that's the beauty of being a Giants fan. We have so many needs that anyone would help. I'm going to accept it. Texans take Sam Howell. I like that a lot. You know what? I am going to take. You know, we have so many needs. I'm going to take this. I want more picks. All right, Chris's videos. Your Chicago Bears were up, buddy. Rich's Frito Bandito's Raiders are offering you a haul.
That's a heck of a drop.
I'm gonna reject that just because.
86.
I would too. And this
Yeah,
isn't
just because we
realistic.
need a draft now.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to team needs. Yeah, I'm sure you know your team's needs, but I'm just going to put them up on the board for any viewers. Chicago Bears, offensive tackle, wide receiver, defensive tackle, cornerback, safety. So defensive tackle, cornerback, safety, offensive tackle, wide receiver, and you probably know all their positional needs anyway, Chris. Even if they're not.
Can you go to the wide receivers?
You got it. Some good ones available. Alec Pierce, Christian Watson, George Pickens. I wouldn't go by if you like any of these receivers, don't go by the value that's necessarily signed by PFN. Like I wouldn't be shocked if George Pickens goes early in the first round, in the second round myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go George Pickens.
Yeah, I think he should be rated higher than Pierce and Watson as well, in my opinion. I think that's kind of seems to be the consensus here at Toilets and Titles.
No, Desmond Ritter to the Seahawks and Breece Hall.
Yeah, Desmond Ritter's that's a nice pairing for them. New York Giants. Okay, we're on the clock. Reject. All right, let's go, guys. We need everything. So far, I've got for us. Hey, listen, Giants fans would be happy. I got Thibodeau and Charles Cross. They'd be very happy with my pick so far. You know what? I'm not passing on a Jabba. It's just too much.
That's awesome. Getting both those guys.
He's sitting on the bench this year. He's sitting on the bench, but whatever. Chris, you're up again, man. Chicago Bears pick 48. Actually, this is a reasonable offer by the Patriots. 54, and you get 158. I think that's like a 5th round pick. I think, unless you want to. I can right now. I'm not saying no. I'm just getting out of it. So they're offering you 54 and 158. I just want to show you what's on the board, though, in case there's a player like I got to have him. You got Elam is still there, cornerback from Florida. Team needs Chicago Bears. So it's offensive tackle. Wide receiver, you got one. You got a safety. So you have cornerback, defensive tackle, offensive tackle. I was going to say with tackle.
I think I'm going to go Elam. Kyer.
Elam, I like it. Oh, Tyler Smith. I'm just pointing, not that you have to take him. Just this is for Chris and every other viewer as well. Tyler Smith, remember the name. This is an offensive tackle from Tulsa who's been really moving up the boards a lot. And he's probably going to be a solid second round pick in the draft. So I'm just pointing him out there. You want Elam?
Yeah, that's fine.
And man, that's great value in the second round. Great value. Kansas City. Should I reject that?
Yeah.
Okay. Something to think about. You give your 50 and the 259 pick for 64 and 96 from the Broncos.
I'm going to actually accept that.
All right. I would too. Okay. What is it? Oh, Steelers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. That's a hard no.
No? Okay. And you got this over here.
Mildly tempting, but no. Yeah, that's way too far off.
Gotcha.
All right. So my two.
Do you want to look at team needs? Or
Well, I know they need a defensive tackle, and I know they need an offensive tackle because who knows what's going to happen with Stephon Tuitt. Devontae Wyatt is good.
Let me look at
and.
Oh, here's a guy who's been moving up. Oh, Tyler Smith, the guy I was talking about, was still there. Also, Bernard Raymond from Central Michigan. Here's another guy who's been moving up the boards. They've got like a late second round value on him here. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes early or mid-second round.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that's technically where we're at. So it's like, you know what? Let's mix things up. Let's go Raymond. Because I do think that they obviously, I mean, Trubisky is not the most mobile quarterback. So they do need to kind of get themselves out of the well, he couldn't do it for crap last year. The scrambling ability that Roethlisberger,
just like Eli Manning's scrambling ability.
Oh, it was awful. Like I was telling you guys, we were at I was at the Bills game against the Steelers in Week 1 in Buffalo, and it was like mid to late second quarter, and he decided they were like at the 40-yard line. He decided to run, and like I stood up. I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like he could. Like I remember, like 2003, just watching him just run all over the place. Yeah, it just wasn't. I'm like,
yeah, hey man, I know the description well. I went through it with Eli Manning, and I loved Eli Manning.
Yeah.
He was my quarterback. I don't care what anyone says about him, but man, that guy statues were faster than Eli Manning.
Yeah.
All right, so
you want Raymond?
You want Raymond? I like it. He's been really moving up the boards a lot. Him and Tyler Smith. Okay, Nate.
Nope.
Man with the stash. Okay. Rich's Raiders are trying to steal from you here.
Yeah.
Frito Bandito.
This one's tough with Christian Watson being right there, but it's for me. I have to take Tyler Smith. Like I said, I was saying it in our start last time. We need offensive line, and Tyler Smith would be phenomenal.
My internet went out of nowhere.
Oh, what's that, Chris? Oh, what was that, Chris?
My internet went out of nowhere.
No, we got you. We got you back, buddy.
We're good, man.
All right, Tyler Smith it is. I like the pick. It's always good to strengthen the line. I think second round
internet
usually get
went out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, we're hearing you, buddy.
Nope.
You could. Oh, Chris, if you feel like you need to, you could always exit the show and then come back in. We'll let you back in. We'll wait for you if you feel like you need to. Nate, you're up again.
Yeah, I'm not accepting
Well,
that
we
one.
hear you, Chris. So we're rejecting this, right?
Yeah.
A hard reject. We'll reject that too.
Yep.
It's garbage. Justin and his Colts are trying to steal from you, Nate.
I know.
So let's see what you got so far. You got 2 wide receivers for the Packers, and you got an offensive line, a tackle, Tyler Smith.
That's
Did you want to
not
triple
bad.
down with Christian Watson still out there?
Yeah, that's hard. It's hard for me to pass
Give
him up. I
Rodgers
don't
his
know.
weapons.
That's the thing, and I mean that Arnold. I can't even say his last name.
Yeah,
Ibikidi or
Ibikidi.
whatever.
Ibikidi,
I don't
believe it
know if
is.
I have a hard time with spending high draft capital on edge rushers. I don't like the guys that
I
literally
hear you.
run past the quarterback. Like, I mean, Chase Young last year before he got hurt, he's great, but he runs past the quarterback a lot, and then it's just 11 on 10.
Right.
So
You know who's out there? Let me tell you someone. Well, you got Kadarian Mathis, who's could easily go like early second round, late first round, in my opinion. If I'm saying if you need defensive tackle. Also, this guy down here, Enigbare, is a really, really good. He's 6'3", 258 pounds. Like it says over here, he can play in a 3-4, 4-3 system. He actually can drop back a little bit. I'm not saying you want him covering, in the covering game, but he can actually drop back and like, cover in zone a little bit. The guy's like a pretty good athlete. I'm just pointing him out. You got
I
Kyler
think
Gordon out there if you want a cornerback.
the way it's going, I just give me Christian Watson. I can't do it. I can't let myself not draft him.
I don't blame you, man. You guys have been besides Devontae Adams. I don't blame you for stocking up on wide receivers now. Okay, Chris's videos. Are you there, buddy?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Internet
No.
troubles.
We can hear you, buddy. Everything's been good.
You're
Kansas
good,
City's
man.
up. The Colts are offering you the 73rd and 122 pick for your 62nd pick. And you're also drafting again 2 picks later.
I'll reject it.
Okay, you got it, Chris. All right, so let's look at Kansas City. So far, you got Jahan Dotson, Lewis
I'll
Sign,
reject
or
it.
Lewis. Let's see.
Yep.
You got those are the 2 players. Your team needs for Kansas City: safety, wide receiver, edge, cornerback, and tight end. And so far, you got them a safety and a wide receiver. So you get edge, cornerback, tight end. Let's see. You do have, if you're interested in cornerback, Kyler Gordon could easily go at this point, in my opinion. He's a really good cornerback. Let's look at tight end. Dulcich is out there. Let's see. Team needs again, Kansas City. Safety, wide receiver, edge, cornerback, tight end. You also have Ibikidi out of Penn State. In my opinion, they need a running back as well. You have Isaiah Spiller out there. Even though they don't have it listed as a team need, I think it's a team need, just like for Buffalo.
Yeah.
That's a huge need for the Bills.
Let's see. We toggle some.
I think I'll go Isaiah Spiller.
I talked you into it, huh? All right. I think it's a good pick. Actually, they need running back help over there. And you're on the clock again. Denver's offering you 75 and the third round pick for next year. For your 64 and your 135. Reject it, Chris? I think Chris might have internet problems. Hey, Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
My
buddy.
internet's
You
really
can
bad
always
right
enter into the chat, too. You want me to reject this? Okay, I'm going to reject. Chris, I'll tell you what. Why don't you let me know who you want through the chat?
Yeah.
Or if you say it right now. I hear you now. But you got Ebikidi. They need an edge. You got Ebikidi. They need a cornerback. You have Kyler Gordon down here.
Gordon's a good
Look at
pick.
team needs again. Tight end. You do have Dulcich out here, who I know last week, Chris. I remember. I was very impressed. You picked him for your Bears, and you gave some really good, solid reasoning why. We got Dulcich. We got Ebikidi.
Yeah.
We got Kyler Gordon.
I'll go Dulcich.
All right.
Right.
Chris's
He's a
videos.
Bear.
You're a big Dulcich fan like I am? I like Dulcich a lot. All right, my Giants are on the board. Okay, I'm rejecting this. Time to make a pick. What did I get so for my team so far? All right, I got 2 edges, and I got an offensive tackle, and we need so much more. Man, I'll tell you, I would not mind taking Alec Pierce at this point. But you know what? I can't do it. We need linebacker as well. Actually, I need more help on the line. Lester Smith is there. Let's see.
I don't know. I just have an aversion for taking anything Penn State as far as like linebacker goes, because like
I'm the opposite. I like Penn State talent. I do. I like them. I'm not going to go with Ebikidi, and I'm not crazy about him anyway. Even if I hadn't doubled down on edge, I wouldn't take Ebikidi. I'm not crazy about that guy, but I do like Brandon Smith a lot. We also need cornerback. But you know what? I can't see anyone. Here's the thing too: is that there's some good. Where
Kobe
am I?
Bryant. I see what.
Yeah, see, there are some pretty good cornerbacks later, like at 80. I mean, for linebacker, that is.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'm taking Alec Pierce. All right, Chris's videos. You're on the clock, buddy. San Francisco. I know you hate San Francisco. LA Rams are offering you. I don't think you're going to want this either.
No.
Hey, Chris. Oh, are you there? You're on mute. Okay. Through the regular chat. You got it, Chris. I'm going to reject this. I don't think that's a realistic trade offer.
Yikes.
All right. All good.
No worries.
You got it, Chris's videos.
It's cool having you, man. It was fun.
He's still doing the show. He's just going to do it through the chat.
Yeah.
That's all right, Chris. So this is who you have so far for the Bears. You got George Pickens and Kaiir Elam. And you probably know your team needs anyway, but I'm going to bring him back up. So offensive tackle, wide receiver, defensive tackle, cornerback, and safety. And so far, you got the Bears, a wide receiver, and a cornerback. Let's see. Let's see what we got over here. Wide receiver, in case you want to double down, you got David Bell, Justin Ross. Let's see, Wandale Robinson down here. If you want the tight end, you got Isaiah Likely, Jeremy Ruckert, Ferguson. Let's see, cornerback. I know that was a need. You got Kyler Gordon, who I've been promoting pretty strong. Kyler Gordon's over there, and it seems to be fair value.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant's out there, the other cornerback.
Yep.
Not the deceased basketball player.
No.
Let's see.
All right, he's back. You're up there, Chris.
You're up, buddy. Let's see. Okay, Chris. So your team needs, Chris, Chicago Bears. You got offensive tackle, wide receiver, defensive tackle, cornerback, and safety.
Smith.
Oh, Brandon. Oh, you took my Brandon Smith. You're going to pay you back for that, Chris's videos. Kyler Gordon goes to the Falcons. I love Kyler Gordon. All right. Giants are on the board. Reject. And we get back-to-back picks. Reject. All right. Logan Hall. I love that guy. I'm doing it. Damn. We need help on the line. Rejecting that. That's kind of tempting, but I'm going to reject it. Right now, it's going to be linebacker or safety for me. I think I'm going to go Leo Chanel out of Wisconsin. I don't think Leo Chanel is going to last this long to the middle of the third round. Steelers are on.
All right. What's that? All right. Pick 84. This will be interesting.
Chargers are offering you pick 123 in a future third.
No. Let's see who's available tackle-wise.
Oh, do you see the Buccaneers offer? Pick 91 and pick 133.
Can we hold on to that, or
I could show you what picks you have. The offer's still out there. Let me show you what you got left. So far, you got Pickett and you got Bernard Raymond. You've got picks 84. Your next pick after this is pick 138.
All right. Let me see. So we need a tackle. Let me see. Let's see what's available there.
Okay, tackle. Let's see. I think there's some decent ones available.
Defensive tackle. Sorry.
Oh, defensive tackle. Sorry. Okay, gotcha. Matthew Butler, Tennessee. Look at that. They have him ranked as the 84th player, and your pick right now is 84. He's a guy that's been highly talked about. They got Zachary Carter and Ridgeway down here. I think they're both better value than where they've got.
And there are some mock drafts I looked at that have them at in the second round picking a linebacker to go along with Miles Jack and Devin Bush. Honestly, this is like a do or die year for Devin Bush because he did not really show me anything last year. He had an off year, so I'm really hoping that they kind of see what they have.
You know what? You got some good linebackers who are available right now. I like this linebacker draft. You got Quay Walker out of Georgia, Brian Asamoah out of Oklahoma. I'm kind of on that guy. You got Channing Tindall out of Georgia, Damone Clark, who's a big-time banger out of LSU, even Darian Beavers, who hasn't been getting a lot of love.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to take Beavers now, but you do have
honestly.
Some good linebackers to choose
I loved watching Georgia's defense this year. So give me Quay Walker. Why not?
I hear you, man.
Because honestly, that's their style. They need, and honestly, the one thing that's concerning me that I haven't quite addressed is defensive tackle because their run game was awful, or their run defense was awful this year. It was just so atrocious, especially in the later year. The first couple of games, they were great, and then they just dropped. It's just teams just ran roughshod over us. So you know what?
Right.
That's kind of where I'm going to go next round. I'm going to see where I can go. So
defensive tackle is the unsexiest position in the NFL, and I actually love defensive tackle because I love those big meatballs in the middle who eat up space and swallow up running backs. Nate, you got an offer here from Jacksonville for your 92nd pick.
No, thank you.
I hear you, man.
It's Jacksonville.
All right, so let's look at Packers team needs anyway, just for me, because I don't know them very well. So wide receiver, linebacker, offensive tackle, cornerback, edge, and so far you've gotten 3 wide receivers and an offensive tackle. I don't ever want to hear Aaron Rodgers complain again with Nate _Dirt19 as his general manager. He's going to sign with these picks. Nate, Aaron Rodgers is going to sign for a 10-year extension. He's never even now. He might with those picks.
I guess.
You got more offensive line help out here. You got a safety in Kirby Joseph, who's really good.
I am going to go a little lower on the board and take Darian Beavers.
Yeah, you like me. By the way, just for everyone watching, Nate is a big-time Cincinnati Bearcats fan. He is. I hear you, man. So Darian Beavers?
Yep.
Cool. I like Darian Beavers a lot. I do. And at least on PFN, he doesn't seem to get the love I think he deserves. Kansas City. I'm sorry, Chris. You're on the clock. I'm going to reject this, and I'm going to reject that as well. So Chris's videos, you're on the clock for Kansas City. And again, team let's see who you got for them so far, Chris's videos. I got Jahan Dotson, wide receiver, Lewis Sine, safety, Georgia, Isaiah Spiller, running back, Texas A&M, and Greg Dulcich. You're going to have pretty much back-to-back picks, by the way, Chris. And their
they are
team needs.
pick rich this draft.
Yeah, they are. And Kansas City is restocking. So basically, their team needs are safety, wide receiver, edge, cornerback, tight end. You did just get a tight end, but you could always double down. Safety, wide receiver, edge, cornerback, and tight end. You don't have to stick with that, but I'm just saying. Ooh, Kirby Joseph. Oh, we already got Lewis Sine. That's right. And we got him a running back. Hey, they could double down on wide receiver as well. I don't think they really have much to. Now that Hill's gone, I mean, what they got? Pringle is that his name?
He's gone. He's in the Bears. Is it Hardman or Pringle that went to the Bears?
Oh, maybe I'm not sure. I've never been a Hardman guy anyway. So
I think Pringle went to the Chiefs.
Hey, Chris, are you still there, buddy? Blink twice if you're still there.
Yeah, Byron Pringle went to he went to the
Oh,
Bears.
can you see the Chris? Yep, the cornerback.
Bears.
Okay,
Okay.
There we go. Cam Taylor-Britt, good value, pick 94. You got pick 94, and he's the 94th. And I do think that's good. That's a good spot for him. Here's another guy too. They've got a little further down than I think. I think he's better than this. Zion McCallum out of Sam Houston State. I also like Tariq Castro-Fields out of Penn State, but John doesn't like Penn State products. Do you, John Oakes?
I really don't, and I forgot who the Bills drafted back when I quietly cheered for the Bills. I forgot who they drafted mid-2000s. He was just awful. He just was not good, and he was touted. Hold on,
they've produced some good talent to the NFL recently. Though I think there's a big difference, between Cam Taylor-Britt. I think that's good. I like it. He's a good one. All right, you're on the clock again. I'll reject this offer from Denver. That's nonsense. So again, team needs for Kansas City: safety, wide receiver, edge, cornerback, and tight end. And so far, you've cleaned up well for Kansas City, Chris. You got him a wide receiver, safety, running back, tight end, cornerback. If I were you, you can just go start doubling down on wide receiver or safety if you want. Maybe another edge like Isaiah Thomas or linebacker.
Some mocks I looked at had them taking a linebacker, which was puzzling to me.
Yeah, they're getting pretty loaded, Kansas City.
So they got Nick Bolton from last year is phenomenal. I liked him before the draft, anyways. But he
Chris, do you want Zion McCallum? Or maybe that's who he meant to pick. Oh, I'm sorry, Nate. I didn't mean to speak over you.
No, you're good.
Maybe
he said Zion.
Yeah, I think Chris, do you want me to take Zion now, or did you want me to take him before over Cam Taylor-Britt? I think that's what
that doesn't matter.
Let's see.
You said Zion.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to do Zion. Zion McCallum. I like that guy.
That's too good.
Damn, cornerbacks. You can never have enough cornerbacks, so they say.
No.
Oh, James Cook goes to the Dolphins. I love James Cook. Okay, Kansas City Chiefs. Man, you're on the clock again. Chris's videos.
Bill's got Jerome Ford. There they go.
Yeah, Jerome Ford. They're exactly a real running back, thank God. And I'll reject that as well. Say Chris's videos. You're on the. You know what? I would say just take best player available, man. They could use another wide receiver, in my opinion.
I think he said Ross on the chat. So
yeah, I love Justin Ross. This guy doesn't get enough love. He's a pretty big body, nice red zone target. All right, Jaguars took Caleb Elby, backup quarterback. I like that. Giants, I'm rejecting that. We are drafting. Did I take a linebacker already? I did take Leo Chanel. Man, they got Channing Tindall there. I like him a lot. You know what? We could use a tight end.
Bailey Zappi is probably the guy you want, the Western Kentucky.
I like Bailey Zappi. But you know what? I'm going to go with Jake Ferguson.
I can't cheer for any Hilltoppers. We had a near-death experience in my hometown with the Hilltoppers. So.
Oh, man.
Not really. I mean, not really near-death. Just dudes running onto the football field with sledgehammers in a big brawl back in the day.
Jesus. You know what? I do like Bailey Zappi, and I may take him here. However, I see two other players like Wendell Robinson out there and Zachary Carter. Did I take a defensive tackle? I did. I took Logan Hall. But, man, I could double down on that. Or I do want a running back. They already took my man Cook.
And Brian Robinson. But
yeah, I like him. Ooh.
There he is. I was waiting for it.
I'm doubling down on tight end. Who's that?
The monster.
Jelani Woods? Monster, Jelani Woods. Yeah, I'm going to double down on tight end. Even though I don't think the Giants would actually do that. Okay.
Wandale Robinson to the Browns.
Yeah. Kansas City's up. Hey, Chris, here is a trade that is realistic. It's Philadelphia is offering the 124 and 237 for your 121.
I wonder what that's with that.
And it's still up there. It's still available. I'm just moving to the top of the list over here. Let me know if you're interested in this pick, Chris.
So referencing the story I was talking about where we're waiting for Chris to tell us, it's Paul Posluszny was the
the
linebacker that the Bills drafted and they thought was the next coming of Shane Conlon. And he turned out to be nothing.
And I never bought that. I was never buying into that. All right, Chris. So you got for Kansas City, pick 121. Team needs. You've loaded Kansas City up. You're making yourself a good GM, Chris.
Chris is showing up, man.
Yeah, safety, wide receiver, edge, cornerback, tight end. And I think you've covered all those bases. And I think at this point, you can start doubling up on those positions of need or just taking best value if you want.
Make a name
So you got, let's see, Zachary Carter out there for defensive tackle.
I like that.
I like him. I don't think he's going to last to the fourth round. I think he's more of like a third round value, actually. Let's see. And Chris got the Chiefs. 2 cornerbacks back to back. Nice. 2 wide receivers. Oh, they could use a little beef on the defensive line, right? And Zachary Carter.
Mm-hmm.
If you're interested in another tight end, Chris, you got Lucas Kroll is not who I was thinking about. James Mitchell, this guy is interesting, actually. I like
Cole is a great player for Pittsburgh this year, though.
Yeah, I think he good.
He was spectacular. Like, we're kind of loaded at tight end if he falls to us, but like
I do like Kroll too. I do. Like, you don't hear his name like the other
Bailey.
Bailey?
He said he's going to go
Bailey Zappi. I like it.
To back up.
Wow. Yeah, I like it, Chris.
Maybe he can get Jackson Mahomes off the field.
You know what? He could always use a good backup, and you got Andy Reid as your coach in your developmental coach. Nate, you're up for the Packers, 132. We're getting close to the end, guys. We're almost done here, by the way.
I would.
Let's see. Let's see who you got so far. You got 3 wide receivers: Darian Beavers and Tyler Smith. Ooh, here's a running back that I like a lot, Dameon Pierce.
They wouldn't have any room for him right now. Probably should.
Cole Strange, if you want offensive line depth, possible starter down the road. Possible.
It's kind of here between JT Woods and Alante Taylor.
All right, I like it.
I'll go. Give me Alante Taylor. I'll go with cornerback for now.
Yeah, can never have enough cornerbacks, so they say.
No. Zamir White. There goes Dameon Pierce to the Niners.
Yeah.
They need another line.
Oh man, I love it. Dameon Pierce is he's a really good all-purpose running back. Chris's videos. You're on the clock again for Kansas City, buddy. Let's see. So far, you got them Dotson and Justin Ross. You got them Lewis Sine, Greg Dulcich, Isaiah Spiller, and you got them 2 cornerbacks in Cam Taylor-Britt and Zion McCallum, and you got a backup quarterback for Andy Reid to develop nicely, Bailey Zappi, who I like out of Western Kentucky. So, man, at this point, hey, you know what? You can get them another good running back in Kyron Williams out of Notre Dame. Cole Strange, who I was just pointing out, this guy's got – he wouldn't be starting now, and they don't need him. They have a pretty good offensive line in terms of starter, but next year he could wind up being a starter. So if they lose someone to free agency or injury. Let's see. Alex Wright is an edge that's being talked about quite a bit as like really good value at this point, like in the 4th, 5th round. Ooh, Matt Araiza out of San Diego State.
The bomber. I'd take him next pick, but I'm sure
the Bills.
I
get crapped on for taking the best punter in the draft in the 4th round.
Not me, not by me. If I had a bunch of picks, if my team has a bunch of picks like the Chiefs do, and they drafted as well as the Chiefs just did, like Chris's videos did for the Chiefs, I would take Araiza. Is that how you say his name?
They don't need him. Their punter is a stud.
Oh, real good
Matt
one,
Araiza
huh?
is. Yeah, he punts like twice a game, but yeah, he's really good. Usually, he used to punt twice a game. Now he might punt more now. I don't know.
You said Cole Strange.
Cole Strange, I like it. Get some offensive line depth, man. Chris's videos.
This kid's a whiz.
Park. He is.
Props to him, man.
Yep. Oh, Jamari Salyer is another one out of Georgia who could be one of those guys like in a year could be a pretty good starter down the road. So Pittsburgh's on the clock.
All right. So I need a defensive tackle. Yeah.
So far I got Kenny Pickett, the offensive tackle Raymond, who's from Austria, by the way, and Quay Walker, linebacker out of Georgia.
All right. So I got to think. I was going to wear my Minka Fitzpatrick jersey. I'm thinking that they're not going to re-sign him because he's how old?
Minka?
Yeah.
He's not old, is he? I mean, he's only been around for a few years, right?
No, he's like on his worker. Yeah, that's what I was. Hold on, let me see how old. I mean, when was he drafted? He is not 25. Oh, he's 25. All right, I guess he's.
Yeah, he's just been around for.
Man, I just like
since he was 20.
So, all right. I'm a hot take Yinja for that. Forgive me. All right. Corker does intrigue me. However,
Haskell is out there.
Haskell Garrett, I think if we're filling a need, yeah, let's see. He kind of fits the MO. You know, we'll go a little high for that, but we'll go ahead and take Garrett.
At this point, you're talking about like, oh, look, anyway, I know you got like Braxton Jones out there who they have ranked at 122 and maybe a few other guys. You're picking 138. At this point, it's not really a reach, in my opinion.
It's not really a reach. So it's in like I've hit all the marks that as far as like we needed a quarterback. I mean, one could say who knows what we have in Mitch. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think he's going to be good. You give him a proper defensive line. I mean, I think we're solid on one tackle, but like, yeah. So we really need to seal up that run game. So, yeah, we'll go Garrett.
Okay, you got it. Haskell Garrett out of Ohio State. Nate, you're up, Packers, baby. Let's see what you've done so far. You got cornerback, Alontae Taylor, Darian Beavers, 3 wide receivers, and Tyler Smith, who I happen to like a lot. Let's see what your team needs, even though you know them. Wide receiver, you have it covered. Cornerback, edge, offensive tackle, linebacker. I think like edge is the only position that you didn't get in this draft, but you don't need to reach or anything. I heard a little bit about this guy.
Just a little bit on all here.
I like Alex Wright's been a name that's been talked about as like possible steal in like the 4th, 5th round. Matt Araiza.
I can't do that to Bojo. That's my guy. Even though I would. I guess it doesn't matter. Go down a little farther. There's somebody I saw.
Yeah. Want me to toggle by position group?
No, I don't care. Give me Smoke Monday. I take a safety way down in the draft. So
All
I don't
right.
really need one.
Love that name.
Yeah,
Yeah, Smoke Monday.
Fair-
Hopefully he doesn't.
fair-
Hopefully he's not getting smoked on the field. All right, guys, we did it all 4 rounds. Let's check it out. All right, Chris. So listen, Chicago Bears. Chris's videos. His favorite team, Chicago Bears. They didn't have many picks, but I think you got some really, really good value here, Chris. George Pickens. Everyone here at Toss the Titles, we love George Pickens. Khair Elam, you got this guy in the 2nd round. That's a steal. Brandon Smith, linebacker out of Penn State. A lot of us like this guy a lot. I like him a lot. You get him at pick 71 in the beginning of the 3rd round. I think that's really good value, Chris. Let's move on
Nice
to
work.
let's
Good
do
draft.
John's picks over here. Yeah, it's a strong draft. Wait till we check out Kansas
So is
City. John Oakes, I think you did well for your Steelers, man.
I think I did too. I hit all the needs. I probably should have passed on Walker to get hit the defensive tackle a little bit sooner, but that's okay. I think with Garrett, Ohio State tackles over the years have done pretty good. It's a good program. So I think I've done pretty good. And honestly, I really hope that if we draft someone like Walker, that he fits the mold of a typical Steelers linebacker, just fast and just ferocious.
He is.
I love Shazier when he was playing. Yeah, I love those styles. And fit him in with TJ Watt, and we're good.
Oh
so,
yeah,
I am excited.
Haskell, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you. I think Haskell
Garrett
is nice value at the end of the 4th round, man. I do. I think he did good. And we'll move on to my Giants. Listen, Giants fans would be loving me right now. They make me the
Thibodeau and Ajabo. That's a
lifetime extension.
Yeah.
Thibodeau, Charles Cross, Ajabo. We give him a year to heal up. Alec Pierce, I love him as a wide receiver. Out of the top 7, 6 or 7 wide receivers. After that grouping, Alec Pierce is right there for me. Logan Hall is a lot of talk about this guy. Leo Chanel. I'm intrigued by this guy. I'm not as high on him as a lot of other people are, but I do like him. And if he actually were here in the 3rd round, that I think is good value. Jake Ferguson out of Wisconsin. I like tight ends that can block, as well as being somewhat of a receiving threat, but that can really block. That's Ferguson. Jelani Woods, this guy's a monster. I don't think the Giants would ever double down on tight end. I don't think that is Dable's style. Brian Dable, the new head coach and offensive coordinator. But I'm the general manager. If I would draft this guy, and I'd make Dable use him. Let's see. And then we got over here Nate tripling down a wide receiver, and I don't blame you. Olave, Burks, Watson. I think these are realistic too. The value. Olave at 22nd, Burks at 28, Christian Watson at 59, back end of the 2nd round. I think that's completely realistic where these guys could be taken. Tyler Smith, awesome. I like this guy a lot. You got him in the middle, smack dab in the middle of the 2nd round. Darian Beavers, a personal favorite of yours from Cincinnati, the Bearcats.
I'm not going to get Kobe Bryant, so I got to get at least one Bearcat.
I think Darian Beavers is a good pick. I like that guy a lot. Smoke Monday out of Auburn. You just hope he doesn't get smoked on the field, but it is a great name. And then let's move on to, I think, the guy who had, the draft of the night. Chris's videos. Chris,
he's a monster, man.
Chris video. Look at you, man. Jahan Dotson at 29. Next pick, Lewis Cine out of Georgia. Great safety. Isaiah Spiller. They needed a running back, and there he is at the back end of the 2nd round. Isaiah Spiller. Greg Dulcich, tight end. Cam Taylor-Britt and Zion McCallum. You went back-to-back at the back of the 3rd round. You went back-to-back cornerback. These guys offer you a lot of potential here. Justin Ross, big body, red zone target. That not many people talk about because this is a pretty loaded wide receiver class. I like this guy a lot. Bailey Zappi, a nice backup quarterback to be developed by Andy Reid. If there's anyone I want developing quarterbacks, it's Andy Reid, and he's got Bailey Zappi to develop into a nice backup quarterback. And you got Cole Strange. You got yourself some, backup offensive lineman right now with potential starting ability down the road. I give this draft by Chris an A+.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
that's it, guys.
That
Chris,
comes from my Andy
everyone,
Reid
great
mustache
job.
too.
I love it. Absolutely. You're right. I couldn't place it. You're right. Absolutely. Andy Reid would be so proud.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. We are done here. It is a wrap. I'm messing things up over here. There we go.
That's
It is a
okay.
wrap, guys. Any final thoughts? You know what? Real quick, let me just go over here, and I'm going to go to the full results. We're not going to spend a lot of time. Just going to scroll through. Let me see. Just getting any thoughts you have at all. I think Malik Willis at number 2 to Detroit is realistic.
Yeah, that was realistic.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Where did the Bills do?
What was that,
I'm
Nate?
curious. What? Oh,
I said without a doubt. I mean, I could see that happening. I don't know.
Why not? It's like you have Goff there. You need to sit Willis for like the first year anyway. Let him sit and develop. Why not? That makes all the sense in the world to me.
Definitely.
Let's see if there's anything. Just if anything screams out at you. I'm sorry, John. What did you say you wanted to see?
let's see what the Bills did. Yeah.
Probably. Oh, they went defensive tackle. Okay. I know when we've had some live people drafting for Buffalo, it's been pretty consistent cornerback, and I don't blame them. But Perry and Whitfrey, that's a nice pick. So let me know if anyone wants me to stop at all. Kenyon Green. So it looks like, all right, well, John Sheps's, Coach Sheps, his Dallas Cowboys took Daxton Hill. That makes sense, though. It makes sense. But I agree with John. I think they'd actually take Kenyon Green in that position in the first round. Let's see. Sam Howell to Houston makes sense. I like that. George Pickens. I love that pick. David Achaba. Oh, he fell to the Giants, so they actually took him. If they can get a second round pick, I'd love it. And I do like Bernard Raymond.
If he is there, you have to take him. I mean,
I still think there's a chance he goes in the first round, not early, but back end first round, like 28, just like Jameson Williams. I still think he has a chance to go in the first round, at least back end first round. I know he's probably going to miss the year, but he's just a great talent. I'm just scrolling through real quick. John Mechie's another guy. Ooh, this is the highest I've seen Mechie go. And he's got the same situation as Jameson. I'm sorry, is it Williamson, the wide receiver? Mechie, he had his torn ACL, I think. They've got him going in the second round to Atlanta. Interesting. I think that's fair value. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that Carson Strong, very controversial figure in this draft, going to New Orleans in the third round. Looking to see if there's anything that just stands out at me. I do like that Bailey Zappi pick for Kansas City. Great job, Chris. All right, guys, that's a wrap. That is it. I'm sorry, you couldn't even see it on there. You couldn't see it on the screen. I apologize. I forgot I got rid of the screen. But anyway, guys, that's a wrap. Thank you for coming on. I had a great time. This mock draft 4.0 is a wrap. Next Wednesday will be 5.0. We're going deeper and deeper. But we're also learning more about more and more players as well. Who's out there, who we can expect to be out there in the mid to late rounds as well. So
see you, Chris. Thanks for going on, man. Good seeing you.
Yeah, Chris, you were awesome.
Chris, thanks for being on, man. Yeah, you did a great job, Chris. Great job, man. All right, so Chris, hopefully we'll see you next Wednesday as well. But all right, that's a wrap, guys. Before we go real quick, let me just put all the Twitter handles down here. We got like 15 of us here at Toilets and Titles. Please follow all of us. Great crew that I work with. Where you can follow the show: Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, Facebook, where you have 2 pages. One is Toilets and Titles. The other is When a Family Breaks, which is our Facebook page dedicated to the trading of sports memorabilia. Patreon.com/Toilets and Titles. Go there to learn how you can further support the show. And we've got our own website, toiletsandtitles.com. It's has all of our videos, articles, tons of fantasy, NFL, NCAA football, and draft content. As you know, because you're watching this video, check it out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Give us that 5-star Apple review if you can. We greatly appreciate it. All, have a great night. Take care, John Oakes. If I don't speak with you or see you again, feel free to come on again if you'd like to. We're doing it every single Wednesday up until the draft. You know, I'll hit you up next Wednesday if you want to come on. Your next Wednesday, the Wednesday after that, it's up to you. Love to have you on.
Yeah,
we're doing every Wednesday up to the draft, so that would be great. But guys, that's a wrap. Everyone have a good night.
So yeah, have a great night.
Boom.